Well, NFL Week 9 is in the books, and we're on NFL Week 10. So let's take a look. Let's see where the opening lines are at, who's placing what bets on what teams, where the sharp action, where's the public money. Let's take a look at all of that. And man, this is going to be a terrible week for primetime games because we start off with the Panthers and the Bears on Thursday Night Football. Gross. But you got sharp money and big money. People actually putting their hard-earned money on the Panthers after what they've seen this season. Okay. Sharp money, big money on the Panthers, catching 3.5 on the road in Chicago. 47% of the bets, 73% of the money is on the Bears in this one. Then we go over to Germany, where, God, poor German fans. Anticlimactic game last week. Now they got to watch the Colts and Patriots. How gross. How gross. But you got Colts 1-point favorites over there in Germany. Sharp money on the Colts and an Action Network expert back in the Colts. Big money on the Patriots. I don't know when everyone's going to learn. We got to stop betting on the Patriots. My Patriots suck. 23% of the bets, 40% of the money, though, is on the Patriots to get it done. I don't know how you can do that. 49ers at the Jaguars. This is going to be a good one. The 49ers 3-point road favorites coming off of the bye. So is the Jags. Both teams coming off bye, but the Niners are on a 3-game losing streak. They need the right to ship. Tough matchup to need to get a win here. Big money and an Action Network expert on the Jaguars here, catching 3 at home, 40% of the bet, 64% of the money with Jacksonville. Titans, Buccaneers. Buccaneers 1.5-point favorites against the Titans at home. Bucks have some sharp action their way. You got big money taking the Titans, who are getting 47% of the bet, 77% of the money on the Titans here at +1 on the road. Browns, Ravens. This is going to be a good matchup here. I mean, it always is, but it's interesting. The Ravens look like the best team in football right now. The Browns, Deshaun Watson looks like a mess. Those two things are going to collide, and the Ravens are laying 5.5 at home against the Browns. Sharp money on the Ravens, big money and an Action Network expert back in the Browns. 60% of the bets, 71% of the money on the Browns, catching 6 on the road in Baltimore. Texans and Bengals. Bengals laying 7 at home against the Texans, showing no respect for the Texans there. Sharp money and big money taking it with Houston. 27% of the bets, 85% of the money taking those points with the Texans. That's going to be a fun one, too. Saints, Vikings. Vikings catching 2.5 at home against the Saints. Sharp money on the Saints, but big money on the Vikings. 46% of the bets, 65% of the money on the Vikings at +2.5. Packers, Steelers laying 3 against the Packers at home. Sharp money, or no, there's no signals there. Just an Action Network expert on the Steelers, huh? 93% of the bets, 95% of the money on the Steelers at home, laying 3 against the Packers. Falcons, Cardinals. 1-point dogs at home against the Falcons. Sharp money, big money, and an Action Network expert. All 3 signals line up on the Cardinals here. 77% of the bets, 87% of the money is on Arizona, catching the 1 point at home. Lions and Chargers. Chargers 2-point dogs against the Lions. Sharp money on the Lions. Action Network expert back in the Lions. And 99% of the money so far is on the Lions, laying 1.5 in LA. Giants, Cowboys. Cowboys laying 16. Yes, 16 at home against the Giants. Sharp money on the Cowboys. Big money on the Giants. 11% of the bets, 19% of the money is on the Giants. I know that's a lot of points. I don't know how you can bet on the Giants there. Jeez. Commanders and Seahawks. Seahawks laying 6 at home against the Commandos. Action Network expert likes the Seahawks in this one. And 92% of the bets and 92% of the money is on Seattle, laying 6. Jets, Raiders. Oh, my God. We gotta watch these teams again in primetime Sunday Night Football. Gross. Raiders catching 2.5 at home against the Jets. Sharp money and big money taking the Raiders. 59% of the bets, 81% of the money is on Vegas +2.5. And Monday Night Football, Broncos at Bills. Bills laying 7.5. Sharp money, big money on the Broncos, though. 27% of the bets, 75% of the money is on Denver, catching the 7.5 on Monday Night Football. And there you have it. There's the early reports. We'll be watching those lines move all week long, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Come hang out with us over at gameon.locals.com, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.